Welcome back to the adventures of the man who is of the shadows, what walks the paths of Deadside. We're about to go to the Temple of Blood, the third and the final temple. Let's hear what Mike has to say about our final meeting with the sisters.
The last of the ancient places lies beyond. These trials of Gad to prove the taker of the souls is me. The Shadow Man of Prophecy, tested, tried, and placed upon the altar of this damned destiny. For there can only be the one in a long and lusting line of warrior gods. 'Tis I, the proof is plain upon my back, my arms, and in my eyes. I am the one, the Shadow Man of Prophecy.
Mike is psyched to get his last tattoo. But at the same time, he was saying, here's one of these plates right here. Once again, we still can't do anything about that. Mike was saying that he's the Shadow Man of Prophecy, but earlier he was talking to Jaunty and was concerned that he might actually be the Shadow Man of Prophecy, because the prophecy does seem to indicate that it will end. Oh, hello. That it'll end with Legion winning. So, is it good or not that Mike might be of Prophecy? He seems torn about it. But as Jaunty said, only one thing he can do, and that's keep getting the Dark Souls. We've gotten so many now. Can't turn back. Like, if he decided to turn back now, what would he do with all the souls that he's gotten him? He's got 85 Dark Souls in him. Probably don't want to walk around with 85 Dark Souls in you for the rest of your life. Probably not healthy.
Got it.
Oops, did not mean to jump to the side. Bring down these statues to open up the entrance to the temple. You know, this temple really doesn't have any more blood in it than the other temples did. Which is to say, it doesn't... I mean, they do have some blood. They do have some blood falls. But, I mean, really the features of these temples have been more all about fire and coals and lava, rather than the blood. I don't think this temple really features that much more blood.
Got it.
What this temple does feature, however, is there's a level 9 door by the entrance up there. It's not the same level 9 door that we saw earlier in the Paths of Shadow. It's a different one. We should remember that's there once we reach level 9. It can be easy to forget about that. But we won't forget about the Temple of Blood, because that's our teddy bear point, so we can warp back here anytime we want. Mind the lava. Also mind the slope, because we'll slide down into the lava and die. That's the whole idea there. There's a Dark Soul down there. Can't get it. It's in a cage. But up there is the top half of that tattoo ring. The ring what gives us the tattoos. We need to lower that down. And it would lower down on the other side of that wall. So we need to get to the other side of that wall. Can't do it by swimming through lava, though, because we can't swim through lava. Let's get down to that platform, though, carefully. Couple switches here on the ground level. See, to get that Dark Soul, we would have to dive into the lava, then come up, which is not something we can do yet. We could try shimmying our way on both of these walls, but let's go with this direction first. There are 8 Dark Souls to find in this level, but more importantly, we do want to find that tattoo ring. Mind the hammer. I did not mind the hammer. I got hit twice by the hammer. Did not take my own advice. There are 2 ways we can go. Down or up. We'll go down for right now. Up will be a little later. So this temple is mostly about the lava. It's mostly about rooms filled with lava and how we have to jump on platforms to avoid falling into the lava. It's mostly what this is all about. Because lava is really the one obstacle left that can actually kill Mike. Coals and fire are not going to do it anymore. Alright, hold on. That's right. Like that. Needed to go back here. Push this button. Now those statues are moving.
Got it.
Ever wonder what these doors are? These sort of sphincter-like doors. Like, I assume they're made of skin because everything's made of skin here. They're motion activated, like you walk up here and then something activates it and causes it to dilate. How do these doors work, do you think? Maybe not so important right now on Mike's quest to stop the apocalypse, but curious. There's a dark soul up there. We can't get it because of, you know, the lava. Let's shimmy, and let's not get hit by the blades because, you know, the lava. Mike can survive blades, but he cannot survive the lava yet. Mike continues on his quest, though his mind is filled with thoughts of sphincter doors and how do they work. Could Mike get one of them installed at his bar, the front door of the Wild at Heart? It would be an attention getter. Now, the first time I played this game, I think I tried to jump on these wooden platforms with the spinning blades. It didn't work so well. Let's just walk down here. Because there's a nice little button right here that'll shoot out a zip line. Well, not a zip line. It's completely horizontal. You're not zipping down it.
The sisters awake.
We're just going to do what we usually do. Kill sisters. But besides that, we're going to go hand over hand on that line. Here we go. Make sure that we give ourselves enough time. We may be the Lord of Deadside, but that doesn't mean we have to be reckless. Lord of Deadside can observe safety. What if Mike was doing this and then one of his sneakers fell off into the lava? That would be so awkward. He'd be running around with one shoe. It'd be uncomfortable. I mean, he probably would take the other shoe off at that point. Just be more comfortable that way.
The sisters awake.
Didn't even have to push a button to wake up the sisters. They're just waking up automatically at this point. Like Mike is their alarm clock, and they need to shut him off. To them, when Mike walks into the room, they hear that sound that we all know that sound. We all hate the sound. That's what they hear. That's why they attack him. We've all experienced that sound that alarm clocks make. There's Cole down there. There's also a Govee. Let's get that. Oh, mind the blades.
Dark souls are mine.
All right, that's 1 soul out of 8. 7 more to get. But instead of jumping back up into that room we were just in, there's actually a passage here going underneath the floor. And it takes us exactly to where we want to be. There's our tattoo ring over there. As usual, we will have to push buttons to get it to come down. Well, we give him a little bit of the Violator. I don't think we find Violator ammo in here. I think we only find it in the Asylum. Oh, might as well use what we have. Which is nothing. Okay. Still, the Red Sisters, not that fearsome at this point. They put up more of a fight the first time we encountered one. But, there really needed to be an upgraded sister by the time you get to this point. Because Mike's so much more powerful, but the sisters don't become more powerful. Oh, someone woke up. That's right. There are more. And there still is another one over there. Okay, let's jump. You might have noticed these platforms do sink down when I stand on them. So we do need to jump off quickly. There we go. Alright, nothing standing between Mike and his final tattoo. Except there are some jars on the other side of that. It seems strange that there are jars on the other side. You might think there's like something special like a Godot, but no. Just health and voodoo. Don't know why they're in that special place. Here's the final ring. Mike just jumps right down into the lava to show that he does not care.
Dark souls are mine.
Mike is the Lord of Deadside, and no warm places will be barred to him now that his body is covered with the red lines, demonstrating that he is fireproof. Well, fireproof except if an enemy shoots a fireball at him, it'll still hurt. I think it shouldn't. I think like he should just be immune to that at this point. But yes, we do have the triple fire protection against fire, coals, and lava now. And since we do have lava, that means there are some locations we could backtrack to, places that we have seen lava pools that kept us from getting to places and getting things. Don't need to do that right now, but we can do it. We got the tattoo pretty early on in this temple, actually. With the other temples, I feel like we were going through them more before we got to the tattoo. Well, we were over there. There is another passage over there, another shimmy to do. Let's do that now. We can't push this block from that direction, no matter how much we might try. However, there is... Let me get this out. There is a button here, but we know what's going to happen when we press that. Sisters will awake. It is no surprise. All right, pressing that button, turn the wheel. Let's head inside and see what we find. Dark soul behind a cage. And more sisters, but they're guarding a button. And that button turned on some blood falls. It's called the Temple of Blood, but this is the first blood we've actually seen. Alright, we can keep pushing this button. Yes? No? Oh, no, there we go. Just it took a few seconds. Oh. Also from behind as well. I think that's everyone. Well, only Cadeau up on this bloodfall. Not much. But maybe we can find something else when we push this block to the side. Alright. That's the block we could not push from that direction. And here's that Govi. Use this bloodfall to get up to it, of course.
Dark souls are mine.
That gives us 3 out of 8. 5 more to go.
The sisters awake.
Well, we just pushed a button, but we haven't actually seen the room where that line extended. But we are approaching it. Whoop. It's a bit of a jump. We can actually get a shorter jump right here. But there is a red sister flying above some lava. Well, let's not drop in the lava yet, since there is a Dark Soul over there for us to get. Two Govi, pretty close to one another. We can get this one right now.
The Dark Souls are mine.
But how do we get that other one over there? Well, let's drop down. Pressing that button lowers the lava. And that exposes this button. We can't push a button while we're swimming, you understand. So we have to be standing in order to be able to push this button, which causes the lava to raise. I guess a gate must have opened up, connecting to the lava reservoir, which is now filling this pool all the way to the top with lava. Now, I remember when I played this game on the Dreamcast, this smoky effect that you get when you're swimming through lava, that I remember that would result in slowdown. The Dreamcast Power VR was just not quite enough to handle that effect without dropping frames. Here's a Dark Soul.
The Dark Souls are mine.
And that gives us 5 out of 8. 3 more to go somewhere. But what's here are some drums. Let's get our marteau. Kaboom. Doesn't seem like much of a reward when it's only the one Cadeau and some health and some voodoo. I mean, maybe you would have needed the health and voodoo. But still, is it really worth all this ceremony of banging the drums? You kind of expect something a little bit more behind it. I believe when we go through this door, this will connect us to where we've already been. Yeah. This is where we dropped down there on those coals, and that led us to get the tattoo. There are some blood fall. These blood falls are activated now. These were not before. We pressed that one button, which activated all the blood falls. So let's use this now.
Got it.
We can just swim. No need to climb on that line. Swim beneath the lava and see what we find. And there are a number of Cadeau just kind of lying around down here, under the lava here and there. I remember when I first played the game on the Dreamcast, I think I mentioned that version of older versions of the game did not have the Cadeau counter per level. So the idea of trying to collect all of the Cadeau was daunting because there wasn't really any way of keeping track of where you had to go to find any. And so you would find like little Cadeau, spare Cadeau here and there, like underneath the lava, one or two. And the idea of just covering the entire game, just trying to find little spare Cadeau here and there, not a fun idea. The Cadeau counter is greatly appreciated in the remaster. There's a Dark Soul up there, but also some pots down here to break. Also, they did add more Cadeau in the remaster. There are 5 altars, so 500 Cadeau are needed to max out our HP. This version of the game has 666 Cadeau in total. Obviously, you don't need that many. I think you get an achievement if you get all the Cadeau, but you're not. I don't think you're going to get anything in the game that's going to give you any kind of reward for finding everything. They just made it easier to be able to find the 500 Cadeau that you need to max out your health. And I suppose they did that because, well, there are additional levels now. So more places to put Cadeau.
Dark souls are mine.
That gives us 6 Dark Souls out of 8. And I do believe that is actually all of the Dark Souls that we can get right now. There are still 2 that are out of our reach. So we could leave this temple right now. But there are some doors, some rooms that we have not gone into. Like, say, we have not gone upstairs from this room. We could do that now and see what's there. Well, okay. I mean, I guess there was no real... I guess there actually wasn't really a reason to do the obstacle course to get back there. We could have just dove into the lava and swam. It's easier, and also there are some Cadeau to find. I might as well do that. Let's head up. We haven't gone up here yet. There's a head here blocking our way. And also a large room with a lot of those plates on the floor. Alright, big hammer. Knocked over a bridge. Let's go down and see it. Little bonus room over there. It's kind of hard to jump into because the ledge to grab onto is recessed. So if we jumped at this from our edge here, our head would hit the top of the door. We wouldn't be able to grab that ledge. So we have to jump from a little further away. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
We get a little secret added to our secrets menu that we'll take a look at after the game's done. So, we still have not found the item we need to handle these plates. It's a very late game item. And we still cannot get it now. We need to get that item in order to get the remaining 2 Dark Souls from this temple. Well, we retracted those heads, so we can continue on that path. Over here, there is a Govi. But how do we get to it? Who can say? There's a slope here that we cannot walk up. Let's head back up to that path. And this takes us out by the slope right here, by the teddy bear point. There's another one of these doors on the other side of this room, but we can't really do anything in that door for right now. Later though. Just we need something first before we can do anything with that. Let's for now just see where that path takes us now that we've retracted those heads. There's a rough stone cave leading out of the temple. And that takes us up this level 9 door. Of course, we cannot open it yet. Very painful, I suppose, to be able to not open that door. Here we do have one of these flambeau doors. And that takes us underneath one of these plates. But we still do not have the means to break the plate. And that's sort of, that's ending up becoming a problem here in the Temple of Blood. But we need to get to level 9 before we can actually handle that. We do not have enough Dark Souls to do it yet. And with that, I guess that's all we can do at the Temple of Blood right now. We've got 6 out of 8 Dark Souls, 91 out of 120 Dark Souls here. We do have our final tattoo, the one that lets us swim in lava. And because of that, that does mean that there are additional places that we can now go. And where we'll be going next time is to a new part of the asylum, the Lava Ducts. It's an area that we could have gone to when we were level 7, but like the name implies, the lava ducts are full of lava. And if we did not get this final tattoo, there would be a lot of that level that would be cut off to us until we got the tattoo. So, we just went through the level 8 door to get to the Temple of Blood, and now we will be going back through a level 7 door to get to the Lava Ducts. The Lava Ducts has some Dark Souls in it, but of course, importantly, what we're looking for is a retractor. So we can then go kill our 4th serial killer. That would be on the agenda next time as we continue on with Shadow Man. We're going to be heading back into the asylum for a new level. It's been a little while since we've seen a new level in the asylum, right? I guess Playrooms would have been the last one. This temple was pretty short, wasn't it? I feel like compared to the Temples of Fire and Prophecy, that the Temple of Blood is fairly short. Especially, I mean, the second temple, the Temple of Prophecy, is clearly the longest one. But this temple, it feels like that we got that tattoo right away. It was real fast. Doesn't feel like this is much of a very puzzly temple. It feels more like it's an obstacle course. Get around the lava until you get the tattoo, then just go ahead and swim through lava. But regardless, that has been the third and final of the Sisters' Temples. We will be coming back here, of course, for backtracking, because there are 2 more Dark Souls that we need to find here. But for right now, the temples are done with. Time to get back to the asylum and use our new lava swimming powers for good. As we continue on in Shadow Man Remastered.